The story of the Ottoman Empire. Long, long ago, in the rolling green hills of Anatolia, a land between east and west, there lived a brave young leader named Osman. He was kind, wise, and strong, and his dream was to build a place where his people could live in peace and fairness. Osman's tiny tribe had little more than their horses, swords, and faith. But they had something powerful, hope. They believed that, together, they could create something great. And so, from that dream, the Ottoman Empire was born. The dream begins. Osman and his warriors rode across the land, protecting the weak and uniting the scattered villages. When Osman grew old, his son Orhan carried on his dream, building cities and welcoming people of all faiths, Muslims, Christians, and Jews, to live side by side. Their land grew and grew, stretching across rivers and mountains. But far away stood a shining city that everyone spoke about, Constantinople, the city of gold, the heart of the old Byzantine Empire. Many had tried to take it, but none had succeeded. It had tall, thick walls that had never fallen. Yet, among Osman's descendants was a young prince who believed he could do it. His name was Mehmed, the boy who took a city. When Mehmed II was only 21, he became Sultan. People whispered, "He's too young." But Mehmed smiled. He was determined to make history. He built enormous cannons, so big that the ground trembled when they fired. His ships sailed over hills, yes, over hills, on wooden tracks covered in oil. His army surrounded Constantinople, and after weeks of fierce battle, the great walls finally cracked. On a bright morning in 1453, Mehmed rode into the city and prayed in victory. The world changed that day. The ancient empire of Byzantium ended, and a new one rose, the Ottoman Empire. Mehmed made Constantinople his capital and called it Istanbul. He didn't destroy the city, he rebuilt it. He invited artists, traders, and scholars from every corner of the world. The city soon sparkled with life again, filled with music, laughter, and prayer. The Empire of Wonders. The years passed, and new sultans came, each with their own dreams. One, named Suleiman the Magnificent, ruled with wisdom and fairness. His empire stretched from deserts to snowy mountains, from the heart of Africa to the gates of Europe. Suleiman built beautiful mosques that kissed the sky with their tall, graceful towers. He wrote poetry, loved music, and made laws that kept peace among millions of people. Under his reign, the Ottoman Empire was not just powerful, it was glorious. Its markets overflowed with spices and silk. Its scholars studied stars and medicine, and its cities sparkled with art and ideas. The fading light, but even the brightest stars fade. After many generations, the empire began to weaken. Some rulers grew lazy, some advisors were greedy, the armies became tired, and the world outside changed fast. New ships, new inventions, new ways of war. The Ottomans tried to catch up, but the world was moving faster than ever. They lost battles and lands, one by one. Still, their spirit endured. The end and the beginning. Then came the Great War, World War I. The Ottoman Empire, once mighty, could no longer stand. The old sultans left their palaces, and the empire that had lasted more than 600 years finally came to an end. But from the ashes rose a new leader, Mustafa Kemal Ataturk, a brave and modern thinker. He dreamed of a new nation called Turkey, where people would learn, build, and look toward the future. And so, though the empire was gone, its story did not end. It lived on in the songs, the food, the art, and the hearts of millions who still call that land home. The lesson of the empire. As the stars twinkle over Istanbul tonight, remember this. Every empire, no matter how grand, begins with a dream. Osman's dream grew into one of the greatest stories in history, because he believed and because his people worked together. So, little dreamer, as you close your eyes, remember, your dreams too can build worlds.